Hello and welcome to Brecon Moor for this commentary of the Northern Premier League East match between Stocksbridge Park Steels and Ashington FC. I'm your commentator Adam Allcroft for this game, and the Steels have received an early blow before kick-off. The news coming in is that James Morris, Stocksbridge's joint top scorer of the current squad, is out. The hamstring injury he got on Tuesday has kept him out of this game. So, as they face Ashington, a team that has never left this ground beaten, it'll be a tough task. So, we'll read out the teams for you now. For Stocksbridge, it's Ben Townsend in goal. The good news for Stocksbridge is that Tom Charlesworth is back from suspension. He replaces Jordan Lemon at number 2. Then Jack Tinker at 3, Curtis Turner the captain at 4, Elliot Owen at 5, Paul Iggulden at 6 in his penultimate game before his loan spell ends. Danny Deacon at 7, Alex O'Connor at 8. Tommy Marshall moves to number 9, so we can presume he might be taking the centre forward role today. Oliver Grejlak replaces James Morris, he will be at number 10, and Jack Dolman stays at 11. The bench is Elliot Murray, Jordan Lemon, who returns to the bench after starting the last 3 games, Ash Butterworth, Silas Valadola-Collins, and Dan Hernandez. So we'll move on to Ashington now. For Ashington, it's Dan Staples in net, the former Dunstan goalkeeper, then Andrew Cartwright, Ryan Wunwell, Gary Ormston, Scott Lowry, Ben Williams, Ryan Donaldson, Carl Ross is the captain, Josh Gilchrist, Mark Ellison, and Kieran Jackson. The bench is Ben Sampson and Harrison Clark, Wilson Neeshaw, Kyle Errington, and Bailey Gelliher. And we've already had, well, there's a bit of movement. We are going to see a side swap. What's always great fun to see is the goalkeeper having to do more running than they'll do in the entirety of the match before kick-off, as Townsend and Dan Staples swap goals. The sun is shining bright here at Brecon Moor over the Jamie Vardy stand ahead of this game. And looking forward to it, Alex O'Connor looks like he will be the one getting this game underway. So, going to be another exciting game. Brecon Moor stops looking at winning ways after that draw with Cleethorpes in midweek, and an impressive draw, but a draw nonetheless. And just getting the final few okays from our referee, Mr. O'Regan, before the game is able to get underway. Just final few chases, just take a bit longer than we expected, but here we go. So Stocksbridge Park Steels has started. Alex O'Connor with the kick-off. They're wearing the yellow shirts with the blue sleeves, blue shorts and blue socks, kicking from right to left, while Ashington in the all-green kit with bits of orange trim, kicking from left to right. Stocksbridge have quickly got underway in this one on the right-hand side. They're looking for the quick start. Boomed one into the box. Deakins hovering. It's spilled. Ball into the middle. And it's on the line. Jack Dolman misses. It's actually a block on the line. We should be Stocksbridge 1-0 within 20 seconds of the kick-off. Jack Dolman went to finish after Dan Staples spilled the ball, but there was a big block there. It's like it's a corner kick. Huge opportunity for the Steels. It should be 1-0 already. It may be one of Stockbridge's quickest ever goals in history, had that one gone in. I think we'd have called it that. Turner's going to go near post, but it's headed away. It's Paul on from Curtis Turner. Goes to O'Connor, drills it. It's actually blocked by Grejlak. Carl Ross has picked up on the left-hand side, clears it, blocked by Owen, and it's going to go out for a throw-in. That was just so unfortunate. Should have been a Steels goal. Should be Steels 1-0. Incredibly unfortunate it's not. A team from South Yorkshire that has got an early goal is Rotherham United. Louis Sibley scores on his debut for the Millers against Burton Albion. They're 1-0 up at the Pirelli Stadium. Stockbridge win the ball back, to forward to Ashford, play out to O'Connor, who knocks it down the right-hand side. Tommy Marshall will collect it. He is playing centre forward, but on the right at the moment. Tries to put the cross in, blocked. Goes out for a throw-in right next to the corner flag. So will be a throw-in. Tom Charlesworth back in the first team, waits to get the ball. Chesterfield have conceded early on as well. Jaden Stockley has put Port Vale ahead. Thrown taken back to Charlesworth. looking to find some space with his left foot, tried to put a pass into the box, but blocked another throw on line with the corner of the box. So with Charlesworth again. Throwing it out to Grejlak, back to Charlesworth, tried to get beyond the man, but blocked another throw in. It's just stuck in that right corner at the moment. If you are listening on our YouTube commentary, please do. We have a live chat, so feel free to get involved. We'll try and shout you out as the game goes on. Charlesworth throws it to O'Connor, back to Charlesworth. He does get beyond his man, puts the cross in high, booming one. Deacon will look for it, but it's headed away by Lowry, volleyed back in by Tinker, but blocked. And then Ashington are going to look to try and get the counter-attack. And it's a good little pass here to Kieran Jackson, who goes down the right. Only Owen ahead of him. Stocksbridge trying to get the men back. Jackson puts it into the middle. Good pass here to Ross. Ross lays it off to the left. Ashington still on the attack. Shot blocked. Goes out for a corner. It's a really good counter-attack from Ashington. The ball went to Josh Gilchrist. Couldn't get the quality of effort, but he has earned a corner for his team. So Ashington with the corner. As they send the likes of Scott Lowry and Ben Williams up to try and cause problems from this set piece. So it's back here from the corner for Ashington, who just had that good quality to counter-attack. Right footed in, looking for the far post. Townsend's trying to track it. Headed back into the 6-yarder, and he stabbed in. Ashington have the lead. It looks like it. Trying to see who it might be. It looks like it could be Ryan Donaldson or Ben Williams. Ashington take the lead in this.
Ashington, number 6, Ben Williams.
See who's given to on the football web pages. I think it actually might be Ryan Donaldson who stabbed that in. It's headed back across 6-yard area in Ashington, with effectively their first stack after Stocksbridge came so close, have the lead. It's a counter-punch with plenty of power from Ashington, and it's put Stocksbridge on their knees early on. And that big chance that Stocksbridge has earlier hurts even more now. So back returner, Stocksbridge will look to come back in this game. Just trying to fix the scoreboard as it's decided to freeze on us. It's a bit temperamental, this scoreboard that we use for some reason. Yes, Townsend has it back to Owen. He will send it forward, looking for Grejlak. Can't keep it in. It's out for an Ashington throw. It's going to be tracked though by the number 6 Eagledon, who is trying to just get it out to a goal kick, and he does really well to make sure that is exactly what happens. So Townsend sends it forward, goes out of play though after a header from Ashton player. Stocksbridge on the ball back. Hello to Sue Allcroft saying just off out, but we'll try to keep up listening. Got roaming on, come on Steels, and it's cost me £6, so don't let me down. Up to Benjamin, an Ashington fan, saying come on the Colliers, he'll be very happy with the start Ashington have made. Looked really bad for a while, but then they've scored on the corner. Now Dahlman on the left, who had the big chance early on. Puts cross in, it's deflected and appeals for handball. It wasn't one, despite the fans' claims. And Ashington able to pass it away, and there's a shove from Charlesworth that will be punished, and Ashington have the free kick. Currently a scoreline stand. Ashington will move to 14th in the table with this scoreline. Stocksbridge would stay in 7th because everywhere else is still 0-0. Another local scoreline. Burton Albion have quickly equalised against Rotherham United. John Daddy Bodverson, the scorer. With Dan Staples, who early mistake has quickly been forgotten. On ball forward. Headed backwards by Gilchrist, looking for Jackson, but Owen heads away to Dorman, trying to hold on to it. Loses the ball to Cartwright in the middle, not forward, and looking for the run of Jackson, but it will be covered and out for a goal kick. Goal has been given to Ben Williams, so that has been confirmed. Ball forward here, and away by Ormston, but it goes to the right to O'Connor, who holds the ball up, waits for some reinforcements, does end up with some Ashington players back as well, and Stocksbridge are being forced further back as they try to go down the right hand side before eventually the pass forward is blocked and out for a throw-in for the Steels, who you know got a bit of a emotional blow from that Ashington goal and struggled for a bit, but are looking to get their attacks back to the quality that they were before that goal, where it looked like Stocksbridge were going to have a good day at the office. Now it's a much trickier day at the office. Turner on the ball, knocks it over the top. It's a great pass over the top. Charles takes it. Can he keep it into paint across back? Does, and then it's sliced by Marshall, who can't get a clean finish, and it's easy for Dan Staples. Stocksbridge are finding space in the Ashington defence so far, but have not found the quality in the 6-yard area, because that's where they'll be taking these shots. Ashington want the free kick, not given. And Neil Gray looks unhappy about that decision, and Stocksbridge just win the ball back with O'Connor to Turner, who's got pressure from Donaldson, out to Charles, who sends it forward looking for Marshall. Marshall looking to win that battle. Both players, both him and Williams go down, but it's a 50-50, and then eventually Marshall got the ball back, but then lost it, and he's trying to win it back, but it's passed back to Ormston, who's got some pressure, and Marshall will put him under the pressure, and the clearance is sliced, and Ashington still deep in their area, and then they knock it forward. It's a good pass forward, and Ashington will be able to release themselves from their defensive duties with this, as Cartwright looks to cross the halfway line, gets it to his right winger, to Kieran Jackson, who's been forced back into defence now, to Lowry, forward to Ormston, who's moving to defensive midfield, and then back to Lowry. O'Connor pressing as the ball is knocked over the top, looking for the run of Ellison, but Owen reads it, clears away, only back to Cartwright, who sends it to Tinker, now to Deacon. Deacon put under pressure and lose the ball. It will be an Ashington throw. In the Premier League, there's a bit of a shock score line happening. Two shock score lines happening. Bournemouth are leading against Nottingham Forest, Justin Clivert the scorer, and Southampton are leading against Newcastle United, Jan Bednarak the scorer. Quite a few from Ashington, also Newcastle United fans. Some of Newcastle United's best have come from Ashington. The Milburn family being a huge presence in the area. Includes that certain Jackie Milburn and Stanley Milburn that played for Ashington. As Ashington have the attack, tried to get it into the 6-yard area, but Mark Ellison had gone out beforehand, and Mark Ellison having a few words with the linesman about that afterwards. He was very unhappy with that decision. It's a bit of a daft way to get yourself in the book by sending some choice words over to him. But he gets away with it for now. As Tinker controls it on the left-hand side as he looks past the way out of defence. Forward to Marshall, holds it up, trying to move out. He's dragged a bit, but nothing given. Marshall gets his foot in for a tackle, but that then goes out for an Ashton throw on the halfway line. Ty Marshall protests for his free kick with the referee, Mr. O'Regan, but it's not given. Back to Cartwright for this throw-in. 10 minutes gone, 1-0 to Ashington. Early blow for the Steels, that Ben Williams goal. Tink heads away, back to Cartwright, moves into the middle, over and across to Wombwell. Takes it under control, back to Ormston. To go forward, and O'Connor gets his nibbles in and gets the tackle forward to Marshall, who's trying to get beyond the man. Bit of trickery on the ball, but he's forced backwards. Back to Charlesworth now, who's looking at his options ahead of him. Will send it forward, looking for Dorman. Dorman heads out, looking for Grejlak, but just farther wider in. Ormston covers it and allows it to go out for an Ashington throw. Nice idea, didn't pay off. Another goal in the Premier League. Liverpool ahead against Ipswich Town. Dominic Szoboszlai, the scorer. Martin's happy behind us. Some goals elsewhere. In the Northern Premier League East, Cleethorpes Town are 1-0 up against Heaton Stannington. Curtis Bateson has scored, and Belper ahead against Dunstan. Luke Rawson, the goal scorer, the former Steel. to Iron Bruce saying good for Ashington's left back to score. Oh, Ben Williams is centre back today, I would say, rather than left back. As ball goes forward and Owen heads it away and Ross heads forward and appeals for a free kick from Turner going down. Not given though, as Ormston gets it out to the left and then forward it goes, but intercepted by Eagledon, who sends it back forward, but there's no one there for it. Marshall drifting right, wasn't there at centre forward where Eagledon was expecting him, but Stockbridge do have the ball back. Turner will give it back to Townsend. He's going to be put under pressure by Gilchrist, takes the touch, sends it forward, and O'Connor tries to get the header but misses it. Ashington have it in Stockbridge's half. Ellison deep will look to switch it, but it's a poor one, and Dolman might be able to get onto it. Dolman gets his touch and he's trying to break free now. Dolman forward to Marshall, ends up a bit behind him, and Ashington hack it away. Stockbridge trying to keep the pressure on with a tackle, and the clearance is poor into Turner. Now to O'Connor, back to Turner. Over to Tinker. Tinker back to Turner. Tinker is pushed over and nothing given for that, but Stockbridge on the ball. Deakin back to Turner. Turner is looking to switch it, but it's a poor pass by Turner. Grayson tried to keep it alive, but he's out for a goal kick. The referee's not gone back to deal with what was a very cynical push on Jack Tinker. The referee is letting a lot go so far in this game, and sometimes that works for a game, and sometimes it turns it into, well, not a football match. Remains to see how this one will go. So back with Staples. So back with Staples, who will now send it with his right foot forward. Looking for a striker. Big header away by Eagledon. Marshall will chase it, but back in Ashington defence, they'll clear away towards the right wing. Tinker looks to win it, does. Forward to Dolman, turns well. Back, but he has to send it back to Deakin, but Deakin misses it back to Owen. And Owen on the ball again. Few 1-2s with Deakin. Deakin moves it to left back and Turner back to Owen though. And the ball pass by Owen, almost latched onto by Donaldson. And then that one was latched onto by Ross. And now it's over to the left-hand side. It's with Gilchrist. Gilchrist with the opportunity, drills it over the bar. And Stocksbridge is passing at the back, almost lets Ashington in. Stocksbridge are punishing themselves more than anything at the moment. That was a potential good attacking opportunity that almost ended up as an Ashington goal. And when you think that Ashington's corner kick came from a counter-attack as well, it feels like Stocksbridge are beating themselves at the moment. Eagledon forward, and Greyslack's got the turn on Wunwell, but then Wunwell is able to nip back in and win it, and he's been first forward back, and he's got blocked by Greyslack, and it's still in that corner, and Greyslack has it back now. It's gone out to play, and Stocksbridge will have the throw-in. So he's on this right-hand side now. With Charles, who tries to throw it into the box to Marshall, who's trying to get on the right, outside on the right, but can't get past his man. Forced down to the box, back to Charles, who puts the cross in, blocked, and it goes towards the touchline. Marshall tries to get onto it, but he is offside. Do wonder, Marshall, he has to do the centre forward role, but he's drifting to the right a lot, and it's leaving a gap in the middle where the natural centre forward probably should lie, and it's what it is. It's forcing Dolman to come more into the centre, and it's just leaving a lot of gaps which Ashington are able to just block up, and so it means Stockbridge can't get quality balls in, and it makes it much trickier. It means Stockbridge needs a much better quality ball, which they've delivered actually on a few occasions, but not been able to convert, because Dolman's a good player, but not a natural finisher like, well, James Morris would be. Ball being put in by Ashton, looking for Ross, who's had to pick up on the right, back looking to get it back in the middle, and thankfully it was a poor touch by the man coming in. I think it was Andrew Cartwright, and it goes out for a goal kick, so hopefully you get a bit of a let off on that one. He's passing it from the back, but Deakin chips it back to Owen, put under pressure by two players, and Owen's pass out ends up going to Cartwright, and Ashington are on the attack now. Jackson on the right hand side, and Tinker's won the ball well. Deakin is coming away with it, back to Tinker, who gets it on his right and clears it out, looking for Greyslack, but it's away from him, back to Turner, who drills it forward, comes off Greyslack, and Turner comes out, gets nibbled, but comes away with it. Forward up from Marshall, but a poor pass, and it goes out for a throw-in, and Stocksbridge look like they've got the right ideas, but none of the execution at the moment. What's mad is that currently on possession stats, Stocksbridge have had 75% of the ball. As Marshall looks at the pin, he gets the touch into the box, but he's covered, tries to put it in the middle, blocked. He gets the ball back. He's got his back to goal at the moment, back to Deakin, takes the touch, looks to put the cross in, looking for Grezlak, back to goal, turns, shoots, blocked. Goes to O'Connor, he scuffs his shot and Staples drops the floor as he saves it. Better from Stocksbridge. The Sorko saying just got signalled back, give Carol and Toby a shout. It's Tony, Sue. I know who it is, not Toby. Back with Staples now, we will send it forward. Turner, head forward looking for Grezlak, takes a touch, he's got some space and Dolman's breaking out with him. Can Grezlak find Dolman? He needs to find him, but maybe left it a bit too late. Dolman now has to hold it up on the left hand side. Back with Deakin, now to Dolman on his right, back to Turner who's moving on to the left as Stocksbridge looks to close an overload on this side. Forward look for Tinker, Tinker gets a foot on him from Cartwright, it will be a free kick and Cartwright's going to get a talking to from Mr O'Regan. Tinker staying down after that one, it was a late one on his ankle. One fan shouting send him off, it's not going to be that, but it could well be a booking. He's going to get a talking to at the very least. Nope, I don't think he's going to get a booking, just a telling off for now. He's a lucky man, Mr. Andrew Cartwright. Turner will take this free kick. It'll be right-footed one, looking to kill him, but Staples has covered that far post in case he tries to have that curling cross-come shot that Turner has scored a few times from. And there is a defender covering a near post effort as well, so it should just be a traditional cross. And he's looking for that far post, but headed away. Dolman tried to get a header on to keep it in, but can't do so. Deakin wins the physical battle, and he'll get it out to Dolman on the right. He'll want to get it on his left, so he has to pass it back to O'Connor and forward to Deakin. And lots of left-footed players on that right-hand side at the moment, and in the end it has to be played back to Charlesworth. He's the only man back. Ashington staying deep in their positions as Charlesworth thinks about which pass he's going to take. Over to Turner on the left. He will carry it forward, got Tinker as an option. Tinker takes it, and then to Turner. Turner back to Charlesworth. Stocksbridge pass it round, and Ashington defence that is staying stubborn in its shape. Forward to O'Connor. He's going to look to take it over the top, looking for Owen on the right wing. Owen gets it down well, tries to put the Chris in, looking for the far post. Dolman takes it down, drills it, saved by his legs of Staple. Turner, edge of the box, takes a shot, sliced and cleared. It's a really poor effort from Turner, and Ashington get it away, but Charlesworth will now send it towards the right wing. No one's there for it, out for a throw in. Ashington survive. Dolman really should have just took that first time. Scoreboard. It is 20 minutes gone though, still there's the right. Forward to number 10, Grezlak, but he can't keep hold of it, out for an Ashington throw. Forward now with Woolwell with this throw in. Forward headed away. Trying to sign and Grezlak will knock it over the top, looking for Marshall, and eventually it is Lowry who got it away, and Turner will knock it forward, and Grezlak knocks it forward, and Marshall just can't get onto it again. Marshall's drifting to that right hand side. Dolman moves into centre forward when that happens, but then there's no one on the left wing for a switch, and it means Ashington are able to congest the defence over on that side and just allow the opposite side of the pitch to be empty. I think if Stockbridge want to do anything, they'll have to either allow Tinker to push further, which does leave gaps at the back, or use some more natural centre forwards. Marshall trying to win it, but he's going to be blocked. And Ashington win the ball and clear it away, and then flicked on by Ellison. It could be a good counter, but then Owen reads it well, plays it forward. Turner's trying to hook an awkward bouncing ball. Ashton able to just get a head onto it and get the ball back. Now it's back in Ashington's defence. Marshall will press. Lose it to Jack Tinker though. Jackson, and it's cleared away, headed away by Lowry, and Gilchrist looks back, forward it goes. Tinker volleys it away. Marshall looks to get it, appeals for a high foot from the Ashton players. It could have been given, but Ashton have got the ball, so it becomes a bit irrelevant anyway. And then Wilmwell's clearance is blocked by Charles, who blocked it, and I think he got a bit in the stomach there because he's just gone down looking a bit winded. No, he'd have gone down quicker if it was another area of the body. He would have gone down like a man shot. We've seen it before, that. If you remember at the Winterton game last year, Charlie Oglesby got one cleaning the knackers. Yes, that was the 100,000 views on TikTok that video got. I think that's it. Fair. Could we call that viral? Viral for Stocksbridge Park Steels. Imagine if every one of them came to a game. Ashton have got the game underway back again. Got some scorelines to tell you elsewhere when we have the next break in play as well. As Turner knocks the ball off Wunwell for a throw-in, so some goals to tell you about. Heaton Stannington have equalised against Cleethorpes, Jay Errington the scorer. Bishop Auckland are 1-1 with North Ferriby. Bishop Auckland took the lead through Samuel Hodgson, but then Kieran Cisse equalised 3 minutes later for the East of Yorkshire side. And big grabs it as Charles just missed that kick. Eagledon now put under pressure because of it, but he does get it back to Townsend, wearing the traditional keeper's cap. Sends it forward to Tinker, and he's going to charge forward with it. Tinker going forward, got Dorman ahead of it. Tinker though continuing, in despite a little nibble at his ankles there. Back to Turner, looks to move in, back to O'Connor. Charles is shouting for the switch, he gets the switch and he gets it in plenty of space, puts the cross in, but headed away by a defending Josh Gilchrist. It's going to be a corner kick. Second corner of the game for the Steels. First one led to a counter-attack, and that led to an Ashington corner, and that led to an Ashington goal. Here comes Deakin's corner. High into the area and headed away, still in the box. Tinker tries to get head onto it, but knocked away, and Ashton had the ball in the box, knocked out to the right, and they will clear it away, but only to Turner, who first time to O'Connor on the left. He's having to drop back though, midfielder, as he returns it to Charles, the furthest man back for Stocksbridge. Playing quarterback at the moment, the right back, as he sends it forward, looking for Dorman, who does head it into the box. Eagledon knocks it left to Grezlak in the middle, and then Goldman can't get the touch. It's still in the box. Marshall looking for space, turns, he's facing goal, got about 4 Ashington people ahead of him though. Out to O'Connor, who pass just trickles to him. He's got 2 Ashton men on him. Out to Marshall, puts the ball into the box, no one's there, cleared away, but it is going to be back to Charlesworth. He's urged to shoot from 40 yards out. A man who's only scored once to the Steels. Now over to Turner, who gets it right to Deakin. Deakin will put the ball into the box. Eagledon was dragged a bit as it goes to the left-hand side. Tinker's going to drill it in. Oh, save! Tinker not far off the goal. Headed back into the box. Marshall looks to volley. Goes to Tinker, takes the volley. It's blocked, and it's going to go out for a corner kick. Jack Tinker with all the attacking shots. As he gets close to and closer to his first ever goal for the Steels. Oh, we're still waiting for that Jack Tinker goal. And we weren't too far off. We thought it was with the cross. It ended up going close to the goal and across. And the second effort was blocked. Newcastle United have equalised against Southampton, an Isaac penalty. Here comes a corner. Look for the far post. Headed away. But out to the right to O'Connor, who puts a dangling one for the far post. Eagledon looks to get it volleyed. Goes to Grezlak, whose volley's blocked. It's going to be another corner kick. So with Turner now. Right foot in, near post, poor effort, headed away. Deakin returns it into the box, and it's Ashington are just about going to get it away. It's going to be Carl Ross who carries it over on the left-hand side. Eagledon doesn't get penalised for a shove on Ross. I will say this for the pushing and shoving, he's not penalising one side over the other. It's just you're allowed to push and shove in this match. Because Eagledon really should have been penalised for the free kick on that one. So shout out Ashington probably got away with a few, and now Stocksbridge getting away with a bit of a push. It is a throw into Ashington. On the left at the moment, thrown forward, but Stocksbridge get the ball out for Ashington, clear it again. Owen heads it away and just stuck in the air a moment. Turner tries to get it down to Eagledon, who launches it upfield. Marshall tries to get it, but headed away from him. Turner gets the next touch, but that goes back to Ashington, and Owen will return it. Goes back to Wumwell, who right-footed sends it forward, but only to Charles, who chests it down. It takes it a bit to the right, and he just has to send that forward and out for a throw-in. That wasn't the best period of football you're ever going to see in your life. Hallam are leading 2-1 against Fackley at the moment. As pressure from Turner forward, and Ashington are able to get it forward. Switches it, and they get it really switched to Cartwright, who has got loads of space on this right-hand side. Cartwright drills it in, deflects, goes into the 6-yard area, and then a key tackle from Eagledon before Mark Ellison can get onto it. Back out to Cartwright, takes it on the inside, has to give it back to Ormston. Forward it goes, and then a push on Kieran Jackson, which again is not penalised. The referee is letting you push any player over that you want in this game. As Marshall will turn over there. That one is the most you're going to get, is what you're going to get. Because that was a rugby tackle essentially. It's quickly taken. Marshall's still down injured though, and he's going to have to get up, sticking his left foot in the air as he limps back up to try to get it back in position. Don't think the Stocksbridge players were realising that Marshall was a bit hurt after that one. As Turner has it, back to Eagledon, who will send it forward, and Stocksbridge didn't really make the most of a quick free kick, probably should have just taken the traditional one. And Ashington have it back now, goes forward and well intercepted by Tinker. As it goes back to Townsend now. 29 minutes gone in this game. Townsend clears it forward, and Greysack's being dragged around, and nothing's given for that either. It's equal opportunities as Greysack doesn't get the ball back now. Goes forward, out on the right here, puts it in the middle, goes to Domin, looks to turn and shoot, can't do it. Back to Greysack, blocked, and Stocksbridge to have domination this game, and they can't seem to just get it in the back of the net. Turner out to the right to Charlesworth. Moves into the inside. Then gets it back out onto the right to Tommy Marshall, who's moved onto the right. Greysack seems to have moved into the centre for now. Turner putting the pass in the middle. Look at Dolman, knocks it back, volley in straight at Staples. It was Tommy Marshall with the finish that ended up right at the goalkeeper. The chances Stocksbridge have had and not taken in this game. Ashington have had one. They've taken it. Newcastle United are now 2-1 up on Southampton. Isak has scored his second of the game. Ball forward from Staples. O'Connor heads it forward. Marshall can't do anything with it. He has to leave it, but it's cleared away before Greysack could get onto it. Marshall was going close to him, forcing the defensive move, which I would say is interfering with play. But then back with Charlesworth now. Onto the right, and forward it goes. Looking for Greysack, but headed away. Marshall can't get onto it. Ashington the ball in midfield. It's with Ormston. Gets it out to the left. Ormston staying down for the left hand, and then very late a free kick is given. It's weird. It's as if the play had continued. We wouldn't have had a free kick for that, because Ashington were on the ball. Imagine an advantage would be a fair one, but I'm not sure what's going on there as referee's man, to be honest. I think he's come from the rugby pitch, to be honest. But it has been equal opportunities pushing and shoving, I suppose, which I suppose it's fair enough. Ashton taking the time over this free kick. We're going to get it eventually. We're waiting for Gary Ormston to get in position now, and now switching it, looking for Gary Ormston. Headed back into the middle of the area, and it's touched away by Marshall, and now it could be a counter-attack. Marshall looking for him, yep, gets forward and blocked off here, and it's going to be clipped. Ashton have the ball back. It's Gilchrist on the left-hand side. Tackle going in, and that will be a free kick with O'Connor giving away the foul. Concert have taken the lead against Carlton. Charlie Exley has scored, and Dunstan have equalised against Belper. Sado Jallo, the scorer. So it's a free kick, and it's going to be Andrew Cartwright to take. As Jason Plentyman forward for this one, about 40 yards out on the left wing. Cross going in, looks for that far post and headed back into the 6-yard area. This is how Ashington scored last time, but this time they turned and finished. Josh Gilchrist the man, and he sent it well wide. And it's obviously a tactic from set pieces from Ashington to get it to the far post and put it back in the middle. And right now it's working. Liverpool are 2-0 up on Ipswich Town. Mohamed Salah has scored. About Townsend for the goal kick as he kicks into the sun here. I wonder how much that's had an effect. I'm sure there'll be some blame in that as the ball goes forward, and now Deacon carries it, and Deacon trying to get away, but he loses the ball to Carl Ross, and out over to Jackson, who sends it forward. Owen trying to win the ball back here, but Ashton going to go forward and past Owen. Eagleton misses that tackle. Tinker though with a big tackle in, cleared away. Marshall looks to win it, head away from him though, and it's going to be a throw in. Ashton appeals for the free kick. If that is getting given, I will be shocked compared to some that haven't been given in this game. Ball's thrown to Marshall, loses it, and then Marshall appeals for a little nip on the back of the ankle. It's out, going to be a free kick for Ashton deep in their own area. .34 minutes gone, 1-0 to Ashington. Early goal from Ben Williams. This is going to be one to launch forward. Big ball forward now. Head away by Eagleton, looking for Grezlak, but Wombwell gets enough, and it's a shove in the back again, but this one will be penalised, so maybe we see a bit of a change. Dolman made a run in case it was a quick free kick, not to be this time, and it will be the traditional stopped and slow kind. Ball out now to Owen, to Tinker, back in the middle to Deakin, back to Owen, who will right foot send it forward, looking for Grezlak, but headed away. Now to Deakin, heads it forward. Tinker wanting the touch, trying to get through, and he has got through, got a bit of space. Looking to get back, Gilchrist does, and then a good sliding challenge stops him. There's appeals for a foul. It wasn't, it was a really good tackle. Deacon sends it forward, Grezlak heads it forward, he's going to try and get his own header now, but it's going to be well covered and be a goal kick. Goals in the NPL East to tell you about. Bishop Auckland are back in the league against North Ferriby. Joe Bartlett has scored. And Carlton have equalised against Consett. Kyle Sargent scored. Here's a look. Stocksbridge will be in 6th position still, with Newton Aycliffe losing at the moment. 3 points behind the also losing North Ferriby. If Stocksbridge can turn this around, a win would mean they'd go ahead of North Ferriby with a game in hand on North Ferriby. And there's plenty of time to do that. As Staples sends it forward, Turner heads it away, goes to Grezlak, trying to get the ball back to Stocksbridge, and they do. Turner out to Charles, who steps forward, sends it down the line, and will be headed away though by Ashington, and then knocked forward by Ormston. Forward on the left wing, be forced further back at the moment though by Gilchrist, and back into defence with Lowry, and back over to Staples well out to his goal. He needs to get this kick right, and he does. Oh, it's headed on well by Ellison, but back to O'Connor, who now goes forward to Deacon. Deacon will drive forward with Dolman on the left. We're going to find Dolman a bit ahead of him. Dolman will get it, puts it back in. Staples will catch it, and down to the ground he goes, and he's going to stay on the ground as well before getting to his feet. 37 minutes gone, 1-0 to Ashington. As we look at that league table down in the bottom four, it's Pontefract, Brighouse, Heaton, Stanton and Sheffield at the moment. Sheffield having their game called off today. All forward, Eagleton heading away by Woolwell forward and into the middle. Deacon looks to challenge it, but he does get it through to Gilchrist, and Turner tries to get forward. Side tackle is fair from Ashington, and they win the ball back. And Stocksbridge looked to win it back, but it almost fell to Dolman, but it goes outplayed for a throw into the away side. Out on the right with Cartwright. Biggest time, and then good run and throw from him down the line, but Tinker gets it forward to Dolman, into the middle to O'Connor. Stocksbridge are trying to break forward here. Good pass to Charlesworth as he comes forward into the opposition half. Sends it down the line, looking for Grezlak. Grezlak gets the first touch, goes down under challenge. It's not enough from this referee to get a free kick. And Ashington will carry it away, but that'll be intercepted by Deacon, still in the opposite half, but he loses it out. Goes forward to Donaldson, who gets it out to the left. Ashington coming forward with numbers. Deacon, though, comes with the tackle, but still with Ashington on that left-hand side. And Ellison gets out to the left, cross going in. It's above the heads of everyone, and Townsend will claim it at the far post. Quickly rolled out to Tinker, who's got some space to move into, and he's going to need to get at full pace. Tinker coming forward as quickly as he can. Dolman on the left, finds Dolman on the left. He moves on the inside. Dinker's an option. Goes to Dolman. Dolman, though, after moving inside really well, goes to his right, and it's well over. And he's only a little talking to from Turner off. Maybe don't do that next time. 39 minutes gone. You'd think getting a goal before the end of the first half would be crucial for Stocksbridge, and what they will be looking for in the second. Burton Albion have taken the lead against Rotherham United. Sweeney has scored for them. So back with Staples. Long ball forward. Owen heads it away into the middle. Over to the right now where Gilchrist has picked it up. He's got a few options in front of him. He's trying to spread out to the right. Not many people there. Owen's going to have to come over and get it away, and he does, but only back to Gilchrist, who will look to turn this into a more dangerous attack. Some 1-2s to Ellison now into the middle. Turner harassing. He tries to win the ball off Kieran Jackson. Back to Cartwright. Turns around looking to get past Dolman. Dolman blocks, throwing. There's going to be a talking to between the referee, Mr. O'Regan, and Andrew Cartwright. Not sure what Mr. O'Regan's unhappy about. He's someone over Carl Ross, the Ashington captain, as well. Cartwright did get a warning early on for a foul on Jack Tinker. I was wondering if maybe he's been saying a few things that he ought not to have said. That's not Andrew Cartwright, sorry, it's Kieran Jackson. Jackson's just going to have to go elsewhere for this throw-in, which seems to have been punished, but it's a weird one. As Gilchrist has just pushed off a man and done well and tried to get the crossing, but he's come off him last, and it will be a goal kick. Back now with Townsend. In the Premier League, David Moyes is doing all right. Everton are leading 1-0 through Ndai against Brighton and Hove Albion. It's Elliot Owen here, who left-footed will get it forward. Head away by Cartwright. Goes into the middle though. Grezlak picks it up. Grezlak's trying to go forward. Now to Dolman, who's going to lose the ball, and Marshall will get onto the tackle. Finds Charlesworth on the right. Charlesworth into the box, looking to get it onto his right for a cross. He's ended up going a bit too much in the middle. Laid off a turn and the tackle will get away. Now there'll be a counter-attack. Stocksbridge don't have many back. Ellison coming forward with it. Charging forward. finds Donaldson on the left-hand side. Stockbridge have got a few men back now, but Donaldson's on the ball, putting the cross in, look for the far post. Tinker with a massive back post header. Gilchrist was waiting. And Jack Dorman will get a booking for a foul in the build-up. Didn't see that foul, but it is a yellow card for the Stocksbridge winger. So Ashington have a corner, and it was from a corner where they got their first goal. And what a hammer blow would be, was quite a dominant Steel side that are losing if Ashington were to score again. Corner looking for that far post again, and they got it back in the middle again, and then blocked this time. It was Olsen with the effort, not a great one, but it was enough to get it goalwards, and Marshall's trying to get past his man, but he's got Ashington doing enough to get it away from him. It's back to Cartwright, who just sends one away, looking for Gilchrist, and Turner can only head it behind him, and Tinker's going to get it. He's getting shoved over, and that will be enough for a free kick this time. And the linesman, I think, was saying otherwise, though, so that's why Ashington aren't particularly happy. 43 minutes gone, still 1-0 to Ashington. Liverpool are now 3-0 up on Ipswich Town as Cody Gakpo has scored. Charles has it on the right now for Stocksbridge, not long, looking for O'Connor, but that will be covered and cleared away by Wombwell. Throwing for Stocksbridge, we're getting closing in at the end of the first half here. Newton Aycliffe, we can equalise against Brighouse. Liam Adamson has scored, and JJ O'Donnell's put Dunstan 2-1 up against Belper. Charles puts cross in, it's headed away. O'Connor's going to head it back towards far post. No one's trying to get onto it. It's an easy header out by Cartwright. Head away to Tinker, who's about 25 yards out, looking to move it on his left. Saves pass off for Deakin, but a bit ahead of him, and Cartwright will cover it. Turns away well from the pressure from Deakin. Back to Lowry, who clears it away. Owen heads it forward to Deakin. He forced back to Turner. Turner has it under control and sends it forward to Grace back to the right, looking forward but blocked, and Charles gets it back, getting beyond Wombwell here, putting the cross in towards the near post, but Staples rushes out and collects it. Emily are 1-0 up on Ossett United. Adam Clayton has scored. Stocksbridge doing absolutely everything in the game but score. Actually, they haven't really done too much other than we look dangerous on the counter. They outscore.
A minimum of 2 minutes added time.
We get 2 minutes added time in this game. In the first half. As Turner returns it to Dolman. Back to Deakin. Deakin sending it over the top, looking for Greshlight, but it's been well covered off by Williams. Greshlight goes down too easy as Williams was blocking him off. And Staples will pick it up as Marshall looks to keep him honest. Staples slowing it down. Sends it away. Looking for his centre forward as Owen gets the clearance away. Greshlight's looking to challenge it and knocked away. Turner looks to block and it's going to go out for a throw-in. Just think, what would Stocksbridge be doing if they did have a natural centre forward on the pitch right now? Would it be 1-1 or 2-1 to the Steelers? Would having the tall frame of James Morris been better at defending in the corner? Saw that a lot last year with Luke Rawson. Stockbridge have pushed an Ashington player in the back and no free kick given again, and in the end it goes out for an Ashington throw. The referee's just letting a lot of pushing go unpunished in this game. As we begin to enter the last minute of the added time for this first half. Ball forward here, back to Cartwright's going to put the cross in, head away by Turner, can get anywhere dangerous. Dolman trying to clear it, but he's ended up just gearing it back to Ashington in a dangerous spot. And then it's Gilchrist trying to get past his man on the right hand side, but Deakin blocked him off well. He's trying to just shepherd it out for a corner, and in the end he does manage to do that. Short one out to Owen. This goal kick, and it's out to Deakin, who's moving to left back at the moment. Moves into the middle and then taking his time now. Deakin will send it down, looking for one forward, easily headed away. Marshall picks it up. here on the left-hand side at the moment. He's got two men round him, and then tackle goes in from Gilchrist, and it will be a throw-in. Quickly taken by Marshall, out to Deacon, and that will be half-time. Stocksbridge have done everything, but that most important thing, score a goal. They've been dominant. They've had so much possession in this game, but it doesn't matter unless the ball goes in the back of the net, and that's what Ashington did with that Ben Williams toe poke within the 6-yard area after the corner was headed back into that dangerous spot. It's 1-0 to Ashington at the half-time break. We'll see you in 15 minutes for the second.
11 shots to 3.
Jesus. Welcome back to Brackenmore for the second half of Stocksbridge Park Steels versus Ashington FC. We're just being delayed at the moment because the substitutes are still having to kick about on the pitch. And I don't think any of the managers are out actually yet as well, I've just noticed. So Liv Phillips is the manager of Stocksbridge Park Steels now, I think. So we are getting the okay, so we'll be underway shortly. Steels losing 1-0 here. Early goal from Ben Williams. Put Ashington ahead, and we are now underway. Ashington kicking us off in the green kit with orange trim from right to left, while Stocksbridge Park Steels are in the yellow shirts, blue shorts, blue socks, kicking from left to right. Middleton will carry the ball out. Ball goes long and will be headed away and out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Steels desperately look for an equaliser. A quick start would do them the world good. We'll run through the teams for you shortly as Charles throws it to Turner and then flips it forward looking for Grezlak, who's getting pulled away from ball, and it's going to be much of the same first half where pulls and shoves are not going to be penalised. Neither team got penalised for a match last year. It has lost fairly even as O'Connor just got a nice little pass forward, but his touch just took it away from him and actually able to clear, but it came off on for a throw. Try and go through the teams for you quickly. No change at all. So Ben Townsend in goal for Stocksbridge, then Tom Charlesworth, Jack Tinker, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Paul Iggulden, Danny Deakin, Alex O'Connor, Tommy Marshall, Oliver Grezlak and Jack Dolman. Well, just playing in O'Connor tried to get the ball in box, but he was blocked. And Ashton are going to go for the counter attack, so before we continue with that, we'll see how this counter goes. It's Kieran Jackson on the ball. He's trying to hold it up now. Owen's done well to force him back and make sure that Stocksbridge get him in the shape. So that Stocksbridge bench for you is Elliot Murray, Jordan Lemon, Ash Butterworth, Silas Valladolid-Collins and Dan Hernandez. For Ashington, it's Dan Staples in goal, Andrew Cartwright, Ryan Wunwell, Gary Ormston, Scott Lowry, Ben Williams, Ryan Donaldson, Carl Ross, Josh Gilchrist, Mark Ellison and Kieran Jackson. The bench is Ben Sampson, Harrison Clark, Wilson Neeshaw, Kyle Errington and Bailey Gelliher. Stocksbridge just switch over to Charles, just a bit short, but it was only headed back to Iggulden, who takes it under control, and now we'll send it long, and but then intercepted, but then Marshall's going to almost get onto it, and he actually does get onto it in the second bite. Ricochets out, and Grezlak comes away with the ball. Grezlak's going to lay it through, looks for Marshall, and the deflection takes away from him and into the hands of Staples. So bad day at the office for Rotherham United. They're now 4-1 down at Burton Albion. McKiernan has scored the latest for the Brewers. They'll certainly need Carlsberg after that. That's just down the road, mate, from the stadium. As it's just Carl Ross and the ball out to the left, and Charles will look it out, goes to Marshall and then back out to Turner. Turner knock out the top to Marshall again over Bob, but he gets a little shove off Williams, and it's good physicality from the defender, who then clears it out, aimed at Ellison, and Tinker wins that, heads it back to Owen, and only returns it back to Ashton, but that's sliced into the air, and but won well by Donaldson, now on the left with Gilchrist moving into the middle, through the legs of Turner. Turner shoved Gilchrist over, and nothing's been given again. We're learning that this referee just doesn't penalise that. And to Turner, who gets it out to his right, clipped over the top, misses O'Connor, and then onto the edge of the box. Stocksbridge got it on the edge, but then it is the captain, Carl Ross, taking it away. Over to Donaldson, who sends it out to the right, and well hooked down by Jackson into the middle, but Turner wins it, turns away from trouble, and out to O'Connor, who gives it to Tinker, carries it over the halfway line, forward to Marshall, takes control, but good tackle goes in on him, but it's back with Deakin, who collects it. There's a switch on for Charlesworth if he can get it to him, but delayed it too long anyway, and he's just going to have to give it back to Tinker now on the left hand side. Tinker knocks it over the top, looking for Grezlak. Controls it well, trying to get it back, but he's offside, Grezlak, and it will be a free kick to Ashington. Hello to Jack in the YouTube chat saying, come on, colleagues, another Ashington fan listening to us today. I'll be very happy with the current score line and how things are going. Goal line, North Premier East. North Ferriby have equalised against Bishop Auckland. Jack Walters has scored. So back now with Staples. On ball forward from the goalkeeper, the former Dunstan man. Forward to Grezlak, knocked over the top, and Going to be covered by Lowry, who turned well, out of trouble from Dolman pressing, and not long, nothing given as Dolman clattered into him and eventually goes out for an Ashington throw. Some news from the Emily Ossett game is that Ossett are down to 10 men. They're losing 1-0 at Emily. It's made worse by Sam Walters being sent off. I believe we play Ossett soon, and that means Sam Walters is suspended for that game against us. It's a loose pass has just given Ash the ball in the Stocksbridge half, but Turner's almost come away with it. But then he does eventually after Deakin's little toe poke of a tackle. Now Dolman has pace to go down the left-hand side. Dolman down the left. He's got Marshall in the middle. He's going to lay it back for O'Connor, and it's a bit behind him, and it's cleared away. And just the passing in the final third has been very poor for Stocksbridge today. Deakin now on the left, clips over the top, looking for Curtis Turner. Ahead of him, though, be read by Lowry, who turns out of the press and forward and slips as he does do so, but he has it back and sends it forward. Owen will head it forward looking for Turner, but he's ghosted by the Ashton man, and then just wins it back. And actually, that was a little clatter, I think, into the header Ellison while he was down on the ground. Nothing was given though. And now Ashington have it crossing into the Stocksbridge half. Forward looking for the runner, Kieran Jackson. No offside given despite the appeals of the entire Stocksbridge back line. Jackson holding up in that corner flag area at the moment. And he's looking like he's trying to hold off for time wasting at the moment, but I like to think he's doing a bit more than that and does eventually put the cross in. Deakin blocks it out to Owen, who then sends it away. Marshall will look to get the header on, but head up into the by Cartwright, goes out to the right. Grezlak gets it, sends it forward, looking for Marshall, but it's Jackson who hooks it away, but it comes off Marshall. Marshall goes down the right, keeps it in well, Marshall. He's got two men in the middle, but he's been held up in the corner as Ashton able to get men back. Gets it back to Charlesworth. Good holding up by Ashton to get their men back, and Stocksbridge have to now break this increasingly stubborn shape of Ashington's defence. Tinker on the left, trying to move it into the middle. Right-footed, switches it over to Charles within space. Bounces up on him, gets it, moves on his left, takes a shot, blocked. Back to Charlesworth on his left. Has to come back and he slips a slide, but he still has the ball. Out now to O'Connor. Needs someone on his right. Grezlak's breaking out on the right and gets the ball for it. O'Connor's offering himself as an option. Grezlak puts the cross in, blocked out, corner kick steals. We are 52 minutes gone. Our clock has decided to break again. We'll fix up as soon as we can. But we do have a corner kick to contend with at the moment. They have been good at corners this season, but haven't scored from this one. That was a very poor one, cleared away at the near post. A bit of disgruntlement from the crowd after that one. Turner collects on the right-hand side. Short one to Grezlak, back to Turner. Turner close to the box now, put a cross in, deflected and cleared away on the edge of the area. Charles, if he gets hit, he's the first man back and he's been forced backwards. Back to Townsend. Townsend well out of his box, he needs to get his kick right. Big long ball forward, it's not going to be challenged by Marshall, head away. And now it's Gary Orms on the ball. Ben Townsend very unhappy after that ball forward was completely unchallenged for. So it's with Deakin now. Over on the left with Dolman. We've got to suspect that Ian Richards is going to be sparked into changes soon, because this carried on much as the same as the first. And Ashington have won the ball high up now, and they've crossed into the opposition half. Great side chance from Charles, that stops that run though. Turner has it, short pass now to Tinker, and then over to Dolman on the left. Charging forward now is Dolman, and he needs a bit of help. Gets it through Deakin, who's trying to move it into the middle. Charles is another switch option, and he's going to take that switch this time. Looking to find Charles. Is he going to fall a bit short? It is well won by Gilchrist, who knocks it out, but it is going to be a corner kick. So a corner kick for Stocksbridge, from the same position as last time. It was a ball from Danny Deakin last time. It'll need to be better this time if Stocksbridge want to get an equaliser. Here comes the ball. Hey, Tinker with the header, but it's high and wide. Third effort on goal from Jack Tinker today. First time it's gone wide. Newcastle United are 3-1 up on Southampton. Sandro Tonale, the latest scorer. And Bournemouth are 2-0 up on Nottingham Forest. Dennis Guattara has hit the back of the net. So back now with Staples, who will send this ball forward. Over the top of everyone, Charlesworth will collect it, taking his time with it. 54 minutes gone in this game, and Stockbridge still have plenty of time to get back into it, but time ticks away, especially because Stockbridge will have wanted the 3 points out of this game. Ball going forward, headed away by Runwell, and Grayslake onto it, slips it forward to Deacon, looking to find Grayslake again, and Grayslake, well, he's left it to go out for a corner kick, which I didn't think it was one, but I'm going to guess Grayslake leaving it, knew it was. Once again, what happened there, Tommy Marshall and Grayslake were in the same position, and they are just crowding each other out in a way. Deakin corner looking for the far post, much better this time. Ingleton gets the header and hits the bar before going over. Going to be another corner. Hit the top of the bar before bouncing out. There'll be another corner. Danny Deakin again to take it. Much better corner from him this time. He comes forward again, looking for that far post. Owen heads it back into the area, edge of the area it goes. Hit it by Grayslake, blocked! And another corner kick. I think the goalkeeper, Dan Staples, is actually a bit unhappy it was blocked because it was going right at him, and I think he would have been able to hold on to it. So he will be a bit disappointed with that, and now he's got another corner to deal with as they are improving as the game goes on. Here comes Deakin, corner in far post, headed away this time. Goes to Grayslake, edge of the box on the left-hand side. Looking to get it his right, takes shot, deflected, out to the right. It's going to be yet another corner kick. 4 in a row for the Steels. Bournemouth are 3-0 up on Nottingham Forest. Clivert has scored again. Another corner going in. It's over the bar! Oh God, how that didn't go in. It's Elliot Owen, who's really good from headers often, but not that time. He should be 1-1. Elliot Owen, though, he has only, when he scored for Stocksbridge, all his goals have come past the 80th minute. So obviously his time isn't now. Goal kick for Staples. Ashington will be happy to survive that. Ball forward from the keeper. Owen wins the header, sends it forward. Grayslake looks to challenge for it, nothing given us. There was a bit of a clash and then eventually knocked out, play by Carl Ross. Thrown into O'Connor, back to Charlesworth, and O'Connor toe pokes it back to turn it back to O'Connor. Some nice passing, but it's in an undangerous area at the moment as Owen carries it over the halfway line. Plenty of options. Charlesworth is calling for it again on the right. Instead he's going to take the shot and Owen to Deakin. Deakin turns and finds Tinker on the left, and there's plenty of people in the middle as Tinker maybe just delayed it a bit too much, goes to Deakin on the edge of the area, tries to backheel it, blocked, and he's now trying to win the ball back, but then Ashington are able to clear. Ingleton will challenge for their header, comes off the back of Donaldson, back to Owen, carrying it, left footed ball, drilling forward, look for the runner O'Connor, maybe a bit too well hit, and picked up by Staples, who's going to keep it in his feet. O'Connor will just rush towards him and make sure that he has to pick it up. Some Northern Premier League East goals to tell you about. North Ferriby have taken control against Bishop Auckland. Kieran Ceesay and Josh Thacker has scored. It's 4-2 to North Ferriby there. Dunstan have made it 4-1 against Belper. Sado Jallo has scored. Oh, great game for Dunstan against the title challengers Belper. And Bridlington are ahead against Garforth. Michael Coulson has scored. As Turner's just brought down Mark Ellison's free kick to Ashington, not far from the centre circle. Looks like we're going to see Ash Butterworth come on shortly, and by shortly, I mean right now. He comes on. Jack
Substitution, replace number 11, Jack Goldman, is 15, Ash Butterworth.
So that is taking pace off to add a bit more physicality to what I presume is going to be the front line. And yes, that's what it is. Ash Butterworth is going to take the centre forward role with Marshall and Dolman, Marshall and Gresham on the wings. Dolman doesn't look particularly happy about having to come off as he gets his coat back on. Butterworth is back to defend this free kick though first. Goes in, Owen heads it away, and the offside flag was up anyway. Townsend, short to Eagleton. Eagleton sending it forward, look for Butterworth. Head away by Woolwell, falls to Marshall. Marshall will look to go around the outside. O'Connor's going to help him if he can again. Should get around by Woolwell. Marshall turning up 2 men round him. Takes a bit of a shove. Marshall, as we've seen in this game, there is nothing given for that, and it's cleared out for a Stocksbridge throw. We've gone over the hour mark now. Stocksbridge still looking for their goal. Throwing in, looking for Ash Butterworth, who chests it down, looking to turn, but loses out to Gary Olsen, who clears away, but only to Tinker. Tinker takes a shot, it's right at Staples. 4 shots from Jack Tinker. This time he couldn't get the direction on it. So back now with Staples. Hey, look, he's actually very close to the line when he's kicking though, Staples. I'm one of those irritating little players that gets from the refs here. I'm pointing that out. Throwing to Ashington, just inside the Staples half. Staples throwing down for Charles, who clips it away, looks at Butterworth, but he misses his touch and will be cleared away by Lowry. Eagleton will then return it out to Turner. Good little turn from him. Then side to connected the man a bit as well, but I think it was mostly fair challenge. Ball before man. And it's Charles with the throws. He marches out the orders. Canfield look for Butterworth over his head, but headed behind. Williams having a battle with Marshall. Marshall any shirt pull, nothing in it. Sarcastic cheers has begun. And Rotherham United have got one back against Burton Albion. It's 4-2 there. Andre Green, the scorer. There's going to be a talking to for the players here, but I don't think any card is being given out. Not seeing a card being flushed out there. So it's going to be a free kick. Free kick for Danny Deakin to take. Can the Steels finally break down this Ashington defence? Here comes Deakin. Free kick, high, lofted, look for that far post. Eagleton can only head it behind, it goes out for a goal kick. It's a poor free kick in the end. Didn't really give his attackers a chance. So, that's what he was just basically saying, next one, think about the next one rather than dwell on that set piece. Goal kick for Ashington. Bournemouth are I think Bournemouth, 3-0 up on Nottingham Forest, but it's Guattari who's got the goal rather than Clive. That's just been corrected. Come on, Red! Staples is certainly taking his time. I think a few home fans are starting to get a bit agitated about it. As the ball goes forward, Owen wins it, heads forward, but then returned by his fellow number 5, Scott Lowry. And Turner goes bundling in, looking to get it off Donaldson. Donaldson over the ball, but eventually O'Connor knocks forward, and Marshall will look to be the first one on it. I think Lowry's read it well, then he'll get to it first. Knocks it away, will go out for a throw-in right next to the corner flag. From quickly taken to Charlesworth, trying to get down the line, and he's shoved off the ball by Gilchrist. Into the box it goes, cleared away. Turner, short to Tinker, who will then let off now for Greshak on the left, and Greshak trying to get past Cartwright, blocked. It's going to be a throw-in. You see Silas Valladolid, Collins and Hernandez warming up. I suspect we'll see them in the next 5-10 minutes, but there is a Ashington player down in the box. Looks like he's clutching his knee, but we haven't been able to identify him just yet. Might well be the goal scorer Ben Williams. We are going to see the physio summoned on, and it's actually going to be our physio, Liv Phillips, who heads on. Ashton must not have brought a physio today, so Liv Phillips on double duty today. Most attacking options in Stockbridge normally have on the bench with James Morris out, John and Murray both there as defensive options, but not necessarily needed in this sort of situation, as we see Harrison Clark is about to come on for Ashington. It's taking a bit of time, this treatment. We trust the referees making sure the time's been added on. Kyle Errington is being summoned over as well, so might well be seeing him soon. Some goals to tell you about. Pontefract 1-0 up on Sherwood Colliery. Mikey Dunn has scored. And Newton Aycliffe have now taken the lead against Brighouse. Jake Pettigene has scored from the spot. Means these scorelines are not working out for the Steelers, who would be 6 points behind North Ferriby in 5th place. Colliery is also climbing out of the bottom 4 today, so United would drop in instead. Player is back to his feet, Ben Williams, and the game will resume. And Stockbridge take advantage of them being a defender down as they take this attacking throw in. Out to left hand side, back with Tinker, moves it onto his right, puts the cross in. Charles is waiting at the far post, but head away before he can get to him. It's going to go out, it's going to be a corner kick. Another corner for Stockbridge, they've had plenty already. This one being their 11th of the game. None have come to anything yet. Only Charles and Turner out of the box. O'Connor just hovering on the edge. Here comes the corner in. Headed away before he can make it to Owen. Butterworth brings it down, back to goal at the moment. Looks to turn, get round the left. Gilchrist was tackling, but Butterworth got past him, but then it's cleared away as he took a heavy touch, and it's cleared out to Kieran Jackson, whose job will be get this as far away from our own goal as possible. He's going to help from Ryan Donaldson in front of him. And he's looking to find Donaldson, and Charles, though, does well to push him off the ball and come away with it. Really good work from Tom Charles, though. Sends it forward, looks for Tommy Marshall. Takes a touch, but he goes back in midfield where Stockbridge are not, and Carl Ross will have it. Forward to the number 9 Gilchrist, who's been brilliant, really, more defensively than attacking-wise for Ashington, but you do whatever job you give it. Oh, pass from Lowry, just goes out of play for a Steele's throw, and Steele's might be able to put some pressure on here. Peaking us forward, and Stockbridge wants to take it, but Kieran Jackson is down in the opposite half at pitch, and that's caused some agitation with the Stocksbridge fans who aren't really believing it. Earlier room saying, happy birthday for you today, Adam, hope you still this round. I am too. Bit of a crap birthday present, and Liv will have to go on to treatment to this player, Kieran Jackson, who went down very suddenly as the throw-in was about to be put on. So, John Lemon's going for a warm-up actually as well, though he's still in his big coat and jogger bottoms. Liversidge have taken the lead against Grimsby Borough. Spencer Harris has scored. So we're just treatment continuing on Kieran Jackson here. Quite a few of the team are getting a chatting to it over here. No, as Harrison Clark is going to come on now for Gary Ormston, it looks like. The referee, what?
Ashington substitution replacing number 4, Gary Ormston, is 15, Harrison Clark.
So that's Harrison Clark off Gary Ormston, and also we're going to see Bailey Gallagher coming on.
Come on, man, get him up!
There's a cynical part of me that says that a player went down so these 2 subs could be made with instructions.
And replacing number
Kieran Jackson though is now going to head off, the man who was hurt.
17, Bailey Gallagher.
But that's the cynical side of me, of course, and he's of course never right. As Gary Ormston, who's been subbed off about 5 minutes ago, is still making his way off the pitch. And the referee is not looking that way. I think he's being played a bit. An Ashington team that is doing very well, keeping ahead in this game. Looks like Siles, Valladolid Collins and Dan Hernandez are being called out, so we'll be seeing them shortly. Ball's thrown now to Owen. Over now to Turner. Turner's getting the option on the right and go to Charles. Charles was tackled and it's going to stay in. It goes out to play. Quite worried a bit that Gilchrist was going to keep that in, but he doesn't. He kicks it away though, as it was going out, and the referee has not noticed that. As it will be Charles' throw, and he throws it back to Eagledon. We've crossed the 70th minute mark. Forward to Marshall, and Marshall tries to turn. He's been met by Wunwell. Back to Eagledon, who tries to knock it off his man and then loses the ball. And now it's going to be Wunwell coming forward. Wunwell needs a man in the box, and he's not going to get it at the moment. He's got through now, but he's going to go in the corner flag and try to hold it up. But Marshall's going to come away with it. Marshall's getting held by Wunwell, but Eagledon just clears it off the defender, and it's going to be a goal kick. And Hernandez is ready to go on the bench, just so we might see him now. Goal from Loftus Road, and Michael Smith has scored for Sheffield Wednesday. The Owls 1-0 up on the R's. Long ball forward here, looking for Grezlak. He's been pulled around. I suspect he'll be one of the ones going off. Butterworth gets it on forward, tackled though by Ben Williams, who clears it away, goes to Owen. Owen has control and then sends it forward to Deakin, who keeps it in. Deakin then loses the ball and no options, and then got caught on it. And now coming forward with the ball is Ashington, but it's a poor pass that O'Connor reads. It's a forward to Butterworth, back to O'Connor. O'Connor now gets it to the left to Grezlak. Grezlak trying to get down the left, and O'Connor's going to carry it now, facing up with Cartwright, moves into the box, takes a shot, blocked, and then Grezlak misses it, it's deflected. He gets it back though, tries to get it in, it's blocked, and then it's almost getting it back is Marshall, and then Marshall going to be penalised for dragging down Gilchrist. And people aren't happy with the referee for that one because it's not been penalised that much, that sort of tackle in this game. Substitutes, Paul Eagledon's going to come off. He's been replaced by Valladolid Collins.
There's 16, Dan Hernandez. And the replacement number 10 on the red flag.
And Hernandez is going to be coming on for Jenny Deakin. So that's two big attacking substitutions as Stocksbridge try to get something out of this game. Staples taking time over this free kick. Players now on the pitch. But we're having a bit of delay because Ben Sampson is going to come on for Ashington. And
Ashington substitution, replacement number 8, Carl Ross, is number 12, Ben Sampson.
Paul Ross coming on. Back now with Staples to take this free kick. Ball going forward. Gilchrist headed it away. Knocks it away from Turner. Goes to Butterworth, who like it's flicked down by Cartwright. And Cartwright, who's been fouled many times in this game, is going to get a booking. It'll be Ashington's first booking of the game. Ashton get finally a booking 73 minutes into this one. So Zendu takes it short to Charlesworth, just up behind the halfway line, not one looking for Butterworth in the channel, who gets it down well, gets on the right side, gets beyond his man well, puts a low cross in, just falls behind Hernandez, and O'Connor can't get to it. Charlesworth's going to put the ball back in. It's a big booming cross that's headed away at the far post. And it's going to go out to Gelliher, who tries to hold it up. Tackle goes in. It's going to be a Stocksbridge throw. Comes off Gelliher last. Out to O'Connor. Forward looking for Tinker, but intercepted by Ashington. And They're going to try to get out forward to Sampson, his first touch on the ball. Turner looking to win it, but Sampson able to turn out, and out to the right it goes, and Ashton will have space on the right-hand side as they'll get plenty of when they get in the counter-attacks. Beyond O'Connor goes Jackson, puts cross in, and it's blocked. Sorry, not Jackson, Gallagher blocked, and he goes out for a throw-in. Chesterfield's equalised against Port Vale. Armando Dobra has scored. As we are again waiting for this throw-in, and you do wonder how much at a time we're going to get. Cartwright throwing it short to Gallagher, looking to get it back to Clark, but it's cleared, but only back to Ellison, and Ashton will be happy with this as they're keeping it in the place where Stockbridge definitely can't score, but then Collins gets the tackle, forward to Butterworth, who can't hold it up and loses it out on it. Back it goes into defence to Ben Williams, he does lose out, and Butterworth's won it. Can Butterworth release the pass? It's a poor pass forward, and high, booming, and back for Staples, who will drop to the floor, and we'll see how long he takes to get back up. It was actually pretty quickly. Look, it was across the penalty area. He's not being penalised, they took 20-30 seconds to get their way. Luggers forward, Charles heads it out, going out to the left to Woodwell, can't keep it in, out for a throw-in. Charles launching it downfield, headed away, out for a throw-in again. Stocksbridge moving down the pitch, 76 minutes gone. Out with Charlesworth now. From to Turner, back to Charlesworth. He's going to have to get it all the way back to Owen. Back to Townsend with Donaldson hovering. Townsend way out to his goal at the moment, as he's looking to dictate what pass to do, and he's going to be put under some pressure by Donaldson, but he'll set it forward well, and Deacon chests it down, but he's tackled goes forward. Hernandez gets his foot on it and gets it out to Valladolid Collins, who will look to move it around, and he's going to go down the left. Gives it to Deacon. Deacon needs some help, and he has to get it back to Tinker. Tinker moves it onto his right, puts pass forward to Hernandez. I think it might have come off his arm there, but Ashington get the tackle in pretty easily and get it out to the number 7 Donaldson. Out onto the right now. Ashington coming forward, looking to keep it down there. It's a good overlapping pass here to Donaldson. No offside flag given despite appeals from everyone else in the ground, but then the passing is blocked, and so we're trying to get it away, and Deacon pick up the ball. Back to Owen. Puts the ball forward, looking for Hernandez, being held. Hernandez, nothing given as Williams clears it out. Turner chests it down, he's going to go down that left hand side, turns away from pressure. Back to Tinker, who knocks it over the top to Hernandez, who's trying to hold it up but can't do so. It's Clark who's got the ball, and then up in the air it goes and knocked away, and then Geller, it's Sampson who boots it away. Owen heads it forward, but blocked, and Turner trying to get onto it. He does get onto it. Back to Owen. He's holding onto the ball at the moment, and sends a simple pass to Turner. Bit loose, but Turner runs onto it and lays it out for Charles. But Stocksbridge are looking just to open up the pitch a bit. Forward to Butterworth. There's an acre of space behind him that no one moves into, but Butterworth is going to try and win after losing the ball. It rebounds into that dangerous area. Marshall gets it, knocks it forward, and no one's there for it, and that's where you'd imagine a centre forward could get it. And that's what Stockbridge have been missing all day, that natural centre forward. Arsenal ahead against Wolves. Calafiore has scored for the Gunners. 78 minutes gone. Ball forward by Staples, as Wilson Nisha will be the next on. Chelsea wants to take it quickly, but it's been stopped for the substitute. And Wilson Nisha will be the last person to come on. No, Wilson Nisha, Kyle Errington, sorry. And it's just taken, once like you'd expect, it's just taken a long time here. There's now some pushing and shoving between Jackson and Josh Gilchrist. And Ryan Donaldson will now be heading up. Charlesworth with the throw-in on the halfway line, waiting for the referee to be okay that we can get this game back underway. And now we can. Launching it downfield, look, but headed back out again, this time by Ellison, another throw-in. We must be getting 5-6 minutes at a time in this game, with how slow it has been between some of these breaks. Charlesworth with throwing. Launch to Hernandez, back to Charlesworth. Looking for Hernandez again, but just ahead of him. Hernandez might just be able to get it. Rebounds off him. Appeals for a handball from everyone, but it goes out for a goal kick to Ashington. 80 minutes gone. 1-0 to Ashington still. Kick from Staples, and as it has been the way, plenty of time being taken over it. Cleethorpes are 2-1 up on Heaton Stannington. Curtis Bateson has scored, and Garforth have turned it round against Bridlington. Max Barron, Charlie Marshall made it 2-1 against the Seasiders. Played away by Williams, held up by Ellison before he just boots it away. Will be kept in by number 9 Gilchrist. Charles comes in. Charles have got a smack to the face during that. Deacon's going to carry it forward. Now on the left-hand side of the pitch, forward to Butterworth, trying to find it to that far side. Stops, she can't keep it in, and she goes out for an Ashington throw. 81 minutes gone. Stocksbridge just not making it stick up front at the moment. Back with the throw-in. Not forward, and it's going to get away by something. It's the halfway line, and just knock it down. Owen will collect it in his own box. Turns well, under pressure from Gilchrist. Lays the pass out to left to Tinker, who knocks it onto Deacon, keeps it in on that edge of the pitch, into the middle to O'Connor, who switches it over to Charlesworth. Charlesworth has space to move into. Crosses the halfway line. Charlesworth still. Forward to Marshall, still deep Marshall. Not in his best position at the moment, really, and now we'll come forward with it. Not really sure what to do with it. Marshall's going to loft one into the box, and Butterworth goes for the header, played away. O'Connor heads it back into the box, and then that's going to be Lowry who boots that one away. Out for a throw-in. Bit better from Stocksbridge, still not much cutting edge. Thrown quickly in the middle, back in O'Connor, now to Tinker. Forward to Deakin, trying to get in the middle to Turner, but he loses the ball, and Ashington able to clear. Owen heads it away. Turner puts it in the middle, gets a bundering into from behind. Very quickly taken by Turner, but just as he was taking it, the referee has decided, nope, you're not having it there, and it's going to be a retaken one. Turner takes it quickly to the left-hand side this time, to O'Connor, to Tinker. Trying to go on the overlap now, taking it now back to Tinker, who charges forward, gets pulled in the back by Turk, and that's going to show. Is that Andrew Cartwright? Because if it is Andrew Cartwright, that it should be a second yellow. It isn't Andrew Cartwright, it's Ryan Wumwell who gets the booking. The second of the game for Ashington. And a big opportunity for the Steels from the corner kick. And it's opportunities like this that the Steels need to take. It was like around this time when Cleethorpes equalised here, so corner. Look at that far post. And far post blocked and then cleared away. It was Hernandez to the finish of the far post. Down on the ground is Scott Lowry, and it's knocked out eventually. Going to be a goal kick. Somehow Stockbridge don't convert. Eventually returning to his feet is Scott Lowry. Dan Staples complains to the referee about something. I think he might have just been winded from that block. Here comes another sub for Ashington. And this one will be Wilson Nishaw. He will come on for Josh Gilchrist.
replacing number 9, Josh Gilchrist, is 15, Wilson Reshaw.
Next 4 minutes, we're still waiting for Gilchrist to head off, and then he's going to come on. Southampton have got one back against Newcastle United. Fernandez has scored for them, and Doncaster are ahead against Harrogate Town. Clifton has scored. Ball goes forward, Turner wins a header. Deakin gets it, but gets it back to Tinker, who's having a battle for the ball. Has to lay it off for Deakin over on his left-hand side. Knocks it over the top, looking for a run of someone. Hernandez is going to try and race onto it, but Cartwright just skies that one into the sky. And how to play it goes. Yeah, Tinker launches it down, look for Turner. Turner holds it up on the edge of the area on that left-hand side, goes down under pressure, nothing given, tries to knock it off man. It will be a corner kick for Stocksbridge. Elliot Murray's going to come on, the centre-back for Stocksbridge. I'm not sure what the plan is with that, but it would either be him or John Lemon, and neither are really attacking players. Here comes the corner, looking for the far post, headed away. Here's the volley in, cleared off line, surely that hit an arm! I thought that hit an arm for sure, then it's another corner kick. That's one to watch on the replay, back for certain. The volley from Alex O'Connor, who scored against Ashington at their place earlier this year. Another corner in, headed away, another corner, third in a row. Edge of the box is South Valladolid Collins. Here comes the corner, looks for that near post. Headed, it's off the line, flicks on, somehow it's over. It's a goal kick. I think it was Jack Tinker with a flick over as well, who's had so many chances today and just not been able to take any. Goal at Loftus Road. Sheffield Wednesday are 2-0 up at QPR. Callum Patterson has scored. And Bournemouth are 4-0 up on Nottingham Forest, with Dennis Uatara scoring a hat-trick. And Dan Staples has just been booked for time wasting. The goalkeeper who's got away with it a few times already. Back now, and now Staples will take it and sends it up to the left-hand side. Tink heads into the middle, and Owen will volley it away. Hernandez will look to challenge it, but Butterworth is the one who does so. Anyway, but to be a race to get onto it. He's actually get onto it. That's a great midfield work by the Steels, and now knocked onto the left. And this is a chance for Ashington because Kyle Errington's on the ball, coming forward. Tries to put it into the middle for Nishaw, headed away. Butterworth will pick it up, tries to turn, tackled out to the left here with Gallagher. Gallagher faces up now with Charlesworth, moves into the box. Got Marshall back helping. Marshall tries to get the tackle in. Butterworth is the one who gets the tackle in now. Marshall has it. Marshall sending it away, looking for Valladolid Collins. Takes a good touch into the middle, looking to get beyond on the outside. Continues, trying to get beyond. Does really well, Valladolid Collins. Get past the defender. Brilliant work, and then eventually the pass, unfortunately, is intercepted. Back in defence for Ashington. Sending it away. Out to Errington, who flicks it off. Charlesworth. Big boot away. Hernandez will be the one trying to challenge for it. Heads it on. Goes past O'Connor and then cleared out, but only to Hernandez, who's going to try and control it again. An awkward bouncing ball. Hernandez dropped his knees trying to get it, but carrying it away is Ashington, and it's a big boot away. Looking now for Nishaw, who has it on the left-hand side. He's keeping this Steel's defence honest, and Nishaw is going to just go to the corner flag here, but he waits for his options. He can take his time. They're 1-0 up. Out it goes now to Clark. Into the middle to Ellison, switched out to the right. Looking for Sampson onto the right, cross going in, it's a poor one, it's a goal kick. Steels have 1 minute of added time to go, of normal time to go. Elliot Murray will come on. He will replace Danny Deakin.
Steels substitution replacing number 7, Danny Deakin, is number 12, Elliot Murray.
Not sure what the thinking is of that one. To bring a centre back on for a midfielder that offers plenty of set pieces. It's going to be 6 minutes of added time, it appears. which is on the low end of what it probably could be, to be honest. As Charlesworth knocked it long. It comes off the hand there, surely of nothing given, there were no appeals, so we'll let it loose. Cleared away out to Jelly, who holds it up. Charles back in defence, cleared out, blocked by O'Connor. No one challenging for the block though. Stockbridge's midfield has just been a bit loose recently, and with it is Nishaw, and Murray gets the block and it goes out for a throw-in. Grimsby Borough have equalised against Liverpool. Charlie Clements has scored in the 93rd minute. Dunstan 5-2 up on Belford. JJ O'Donnell has scored. And Jazz Gundry got back on the front. Barnsley have lost in the last minute. Stevenage has scored. Kent. As we're waiting for Errington to take the throw in, and he's referee's whistling to him to take it. He's still continuing, and now Kyle Errington gets the booking. That's the second time wasting booking for Ashington, and he's still delaying it. And you've got to imagine that's an extra minute on. Surely how long that's taken? So that's 30 seconds gone. Into the middle it goes. Stockbridge pressing back to Errington. Not forward. Charles will head away to O'Connor, being forced back, trying to get it back, and then out for a throw. Back to Charlesworth. Back now to Townsend. Ashington's so close to the smash and grab here. Steels have 5 more minutes of added time to try and correct it, and it's still in the Stocksbridge defence. It's now to O'Connor, who will go forward with it. O'Connor out to Charlesworth, back to O'Connor, opened up some space. Forward to Butterworth, out to the right to Charlesworth. Charlesworth's going to put the ball into the box. Falls out to Owen, who's trying to go forward, and that's obviously the tactic. Elliot Murray's coming to centre defence, and Owen's gone into centre forward to be the big target man. It worked against Wivenshaw a few months ago, and the Steels now have a corner. Only man back is Alex O'Connor. So it's going to be the corner kick here. And just as he's taking it, there is going to be a talking to a referee, which is just slowing things down more. And you are hoping that we're going to see more at a time for all these delays. We are. He's just entering the 92nd minute. I wonder how long it'll be until we see Ben Townsend go into the opposition box. Here comes Turner's corner, looking for that far post. Owen with the header, and it's just wide, but it's going to be kept in, and it's going to be a goal kick. As O'Connor returns it to the goalkeeper to make sure we have a quick return. So after all that way, it went out to play. And Staples taking his time again, and he is on a yellow. Will a referee dare to send someone off for time wasting? Don't usually see it, and now Staples will take it. Gets it forward. Turner wins a header, gets forward to O'Connor, who knocks the ball looking for Marshall, but he's tackled it, but Marshall wins it back, trying to go forward and get through a few plays before a big boot away will be a Stocksbridge throw. Ipswich have a consolation against Liverpool. Jacob Greaves has scored. Back to Murray now. He will switch it over to Tinker. Over to Valladolid Collins. Forward to Butterworth. Back to O'Connor. Look for Valladolid Collins. Block, but Butterworth gets it back and he loses the ball a bit clumsy, and it will be given as an Ashington free kick. Considering what he hasn't given today, that's an odd one. This has been a very, very frustrating game where Stocksbridge have really missed having a centre forward, and the referee is urging them to take the free kick, Ashington. As the long ball goes forward here, Murray heads it away. One in midfield, and Ashington go forward, onto the right, into the middle it goes, but Charles intercepts and clears it away. All the way out, but headed back and won well by Tinker, who then tries to get forward, block, falls back to Turner, who spins well and finds O'Connor, who tries to knock it over the top, but it's blocked, and he's going to have to race to try and get it, but Ashington have it on the halfway line. Errington here, trying to get out, and he ends up dribbling out of play. Stocksbridge have the throw. O'Connor quickly takes it to find Hernandez. Controls it, tries to turn on the inside. Back to Turner. Turner looking to get it to O'Connor, tries to put it back in the middle to Turner. He's trying to get down the outside, but he can't. Back it has to go to Charlesworth. Charlesworth knocks it long, headed away, falling right to Nishaw, who's able to turn. And Stocksbridge are just allowing the Ashington midfield to escape here and give them burn off 20-30 more seconds. And they're still on the ball. Oh, Murray then gets the tackle, but that will be a foul. No connection with the player, but it was enough to be the free kick. So here comes a free kick for Ashington to use up more time on the clock. 95 minutes gone, one more of the added time, but with how much time we've wasted in this I suspect we will see more time. We should see more time in added time, because we had a 30-second stoppage, two 30-second stoppages by my clock. Short out to Charlesworth, who will send it long, but it's not a great one, but it's deflected almost to Hernandez, cleared away again. We'll go all the way to Townsend, who will pick it up and rolls it out quickly out to his box, and now right footer drilling it forward, looking for Owen, goes beyond him and then big boot up into the air, and no one really can see where it's going. And O'Connor close one to it and couldn't see it, and Turner gets it forward, but then it's intercepted by Clark and cleared away. Murray will look to challenge for it, but he's just allowed it to go to Sampson, and Stocksbridge just not getting stuck in enough for not fighting enough. Ball goes forward, look for Nishaw, Townsend reads it. We're into 96 minutes. Ball goes long, looking for Owen. Headed on, but Hernandez is trying to get onto it, but big boot away by Errington. And then it's going to be over to Ashton. Do keep it in on that right-hand side, and then clearance away. We are going to be covered by Murray, and he's going to have to get back to Townsend, and that will be it. We only got 20 seconds more for a minute's worth of stoppages in added time. Ashington have committed the smash and grab here. They got the goal in the 4th minute. Steels dominated, but were not able to get a goal. The referee unfortunately started playing his part in the last 20 minutes, and well, that was that, I'm afraid. If Steels lose 1-0, we'll be playing again on Wednesday night at home to Bishop Auckland. Hopefully we'll be playing better in that one. I've been Adam Allcroft, so we'll see you then. Thanks very much. Good time. Good night. That referee was I'm off, aren't I?